It's the best of us.
Hey, let's check in now with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez with the morning's news headlines. Sometimes I just read the prompter. Dumb.
You know what? The heat gets to all of us, huh, Nikki? Good morning, guys. Good morning to you at home. We begin this morning talking about a pretty big talker still here in New Mexico. Santa Fe will not limit how big gun magazines can be. This comes after a plan to do that was shot down at a packed City Hall meeting last night.
The state constitution is very clear on in no way can it be regulated by anybody. But it's not the magazines that are the problem. It's criminals.
I don't think there is a constitutional issue. I think it's an inconvenience that people have to change their magazines. But I don't think there's a constitutional issue at all. We're not limiting weaponry.
Now, if it had passed, the ban would have allowed people to keep magazines that carry more than 10 bullets if they already own them, but not buy any more in the city. Councilors voted the plan down 6-2. The police chief said it would have been tough to enforce. Well, the celebrations and disappointment continues this morning following yesterday's historic ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court on gay marriage. The court struck down the Defense of Marriage Act, which defined marriage between a man and a woman when it comes to the distribution of federal benefits. It also sent Proposition 8, an amendment to stop gay marriage in California, back to an appeals court that basically means that gay marriage will be allowed to continue in California again in about a month. The big question now is, what does this mean for gay marriage here in New Mexico? Well, we took that question to Governor Susana Martinez, and she says she wants you to decide with a vote on a constitutional amendment.
I do believe if we're going to change anything overall, that the people of New Mexico should be the ones to decide it, and not the 112 politicians at the Roundhouse.
Archbishop Michael Sheehan of Santa Fe, who has led the Catholic Church's opposition to same-sex marriage here, says he is disappointed but not surprised by the High Court's decision. He said the church respects everyone regardless of sexual identity, but Sheehan predicts that the repercussions will prove to be very difficult for society. Well, there are possibly new clues in the search for a teenager who went missing in southern Colorado last year. La Plata County Sheriff deputies have spent the last few days scouring the area of Middle Mountain near Vallecito Lake looking for any sign of Dylan Redwine. He was 13 years old when he disappeared from his dad's home near the lake last November. There has been no sign of him ever since. Investigators say they did find a number of things along 12 miles of Middle Mountain Road in some very deep canyons and thick forests. Now they will test all of that to see if it is connected to Dylan. Hope that little boy is still okay. Well, that wraps it up for your local headlines this morning. Be sure to watch Matt, Kristen, and myself every weekday morning on KRQE News 13, beginning at 4:30 a.m. All right, guys, going to send it back to you on this very warm Thursday.
Yes, stay cool, Elizabeth. Thank you so much.